My name's Travis Nelson, and I'm a professional cat cyclist, which I will explain. But before being a cat cyclist, I was a software engineer, a software developer, and I spent many years doing that. But I wasn't always fulfilled. I didn't really have a purpose. I was often struggled with depression. You know, I took antidepressants on and off. I was never really that happy. But I couldn't really complain. I had a good career. I was making money. Everything was more or less fine. So I pushed on, as we do. And eventually, a few years ago, some colleagues of mine invited me to be a part of a very promising startup in London. And I agreed. So I had my wife quit her job. I packed up our belongings. I packed up our pets. And we moved from California to London. And I worked very hard at this startup for about 8 months. And then the pandemic came, COVID, and I lost my job. And I don't know that I was ever more depressed in my life than at that point, because I had taken a large gamble and gone across the world. And here I was, stranded in a foreign city, no work permit, in the middle of a pandemic. But I don't know what the pandemic was like here in Italy, but in London, we were allowed to go outside once a day for exercise. So I started going out on my bicycle and just riding my bike for 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day, just collecting my thoughts. And for the first time in my life, not having work obligations, I could really think about what I wanted and what I wanted to do. And today, 4 years later, I'm still riding my bike almost every day. But before we go on, you're probably wondering about my companion here. This is my cat, Sigrid. She is a 6.5-year-old Norwegian forest cat. As you can see, she's pure white and very fluffy. You may not be able to see that she has these bright, brilliant blue eyes. And, well, if you don't know, 80% of cats that are white and have blue eyes are born deaf. And in fact, Sigrid was born deaf. She can't hear anything. And I often say that this is a superpower. Like, she isn't afraid of dogs barking. She's not afraid of traffic. A lot of animals are terrified of fireworks. She loves to watch fireworks. She'll just sit there and stare at them. It's amazing. She's an amazing cat. And so I started thinking, you know, for many years, she's been my best friend. She really has been my best friend. I take her everywhere. I take her to the pub. She loves to hang out in the pub. I take her to run errands. She really is, she's my constant companion. You know, I adore her. And so when I was doing those bike rides during the pandemic, I thought, why shouldn't I bring my best friend on my bike rides? So I did exactly that. I got a basket. I put it on my bike. I put Sigrid in the basket, and off we went. And I learned very quickly that people were fascinated by this, and we got an enormous amount of attention. And you can play the video.
This is Sigrid, a Norwegian forest cat, with her owner, Travis.
Well, my name is Travis.
Ich bin Travis und das ist meine Katze Sigrid.
Travis Nelson cycling around London with his deaf cat Siggy.
This is AP News Minute. In London, Sigrid goes on bike rides with her owner.
Meet the outstanding Travis and Sigrid, adventurers in London.
Sigrid is a social media star. Sigrid and her owner Travis Nelson.
And a viral cat sensation has made a trip to Cambridge. The long-haired Norwegian forest cat called Sigrid.
A bike-riding cat named Sigrid is the city's newest attraction.
I'm like this every time.
I love it!
Good to see you both.
Welcome, Travis.
Her name is Sigrid, and she's extremely cute. And Travis Nelson is with her.
She has grown to be quite popular because of our bike riding, more than I ever would have expected. And you know, the real lesson I've kind of taken away from this, well, it's just been a crazy adventure. You know, we've cycled thousands of miles. We've been all over England and now Italy, which is very exciting. And we've met hundreds of people. We've met thousands of people smile. Our social media videos have been viewed by millions of people. And everywhere we go, Sigrid just kind of brings delight and joy, happiness. And for me, it's really changed my outlook on life. It's kind of given me that purpose that I never had as like a software developer. So I'm no longer sitting behind a desk all day making rich people richer. I'm now going out and making people happy and interacting with people and seeing the world. It's been absolutely amazing, and I owe it all to my best friend, Sigrid. And so I gave you a little taste there, but I would like to show you some highlights, some of our favorite things that we've run into while cycling. So if we could play the other video.
I will bring you to your night. Just came from Italy this morning.
Oh, wow. Spooky, spooky. A Halloween cat. I'm just following people. I
hear the say, I bet you're gonna get to bed.
Busy looking at his pussycat. Wow.
Get off my head. So again, I owe it all to her. I just was trying to ride my bike a little bit to fill the time, and it turns out that Sigrid loves people and people love Sigrid. And so I hope you've seen in these videos that she quite enjoys these bike rides. She's always engaged and active. You know, she's looking around. And in fact, if I don't take her out for a few days, she will go to the front door and kind of like yell and try to get my attention. And she goes and climbs on my bikes. So she's kind of addicted to these rides. I think we kind of have to take her out now. I don't think we have a choice anymore. So kind of the lesson I've learned, and I guess the message I would try to give across to you is that, well, first of all, I think we all know this, animals, our pets, make us happy. I mean, that's apparent, right? But also, I found some purpose in life by making other people happy, by really focusing on how to spread smiles and spread some joy. And so, you know, if I was going to ask you to do one thing, to take away one thing, is maybe for the next few days, think about how you could make someone else smile for no particular reason. You know, maybe it's a small joke. Maybe smile at someone who looks down. You know, maybe introduce your pets to someone. You know, you may bring a little bit of joy, and that joy reflects back on you, and it can really make you happy and show you some purpose. Now, I don't want to make it sound like it's all sunshine and happiness and positivity, because Sigrid does have a dark side, a very dark side. She absolutely despises and hates dogs, every kind of dog. She will hiss at dogs, she will chase dogs, she attacks dogs, she absolutely hates them. I always keep her on a lead, because if she sees a dog, she goes after them. So before I stop here, I would like to show you a little bit of her interactions with dogs. You can play the final video.
I can eat it now.
Riley,
put you in your place.
Where's that dog going? All right. She doesn't like dogs, so she's kind of. She does not like dogs. Yeah, she doesn't like dogs too much, so. All right. Of course. So that is the story of Travis and Sigrid. She is the most remarkable animal I've ever met, and I'm very lucky to have her as a best friend. And I hope you have equally as amazing pets as well. Thank you.